The story continues when the president tells the pilot to take down the helicopter so that he can take a closer look at the arena that the Hulk built. Still, the pilot tells him that there is a chance that the Hulk will attack them if they get closer, but the president exclaims that the Hulk is after the Avengers and not him. The scene shifts to the arena where Doctor Strange and Hiram are fighting with each other. Hiram picks up a sword to fight against him, but Doctor Strange uses his powers and destroys his arm. Now when Warbound looks at the situation, and they jump into the fight, and Hulk jumps on Doctor Strange, but he punches him on his stomach and throws a powerful blow. Hulk was thrown into the city where people were fighting firefighter to take a look at Hulk, but suddenly Hulk falls there and everyone gets shocked. Doctor Strange also came there and started punching Hulk. People were sad to see Hulk getting beaten by the Doctor Strange. He punches Hulk and he was thrown into the building, but people notice that the building is falling apart, and in a matter of seconds, it falls on the people. Doctor Strange gets curious because he thought the people would have died, but he was surprised when he realized that the Hulk had saved those people. Doctor Strange tries to make an excuse that channeling this much power is hard to control, but Hulk punches him and throws him away. He jumped on Doctor Strange and started punching him with brute force. Meanwhile, Rick Jones comes there and tries to tell Hulk that he don't need to do that because he is better than that. Hulk did not listen to him and punched Doctor Strange again and ordered his teammate to put an obsidian disc in his neck. Now Hulk take everyone to the arena, and people from Scar and Hulk supporters stood on the chairs to celebrate this fight. While everyone stood in the line, Elo gave a speech about their bad work in the past, and when Reed Richard tries to speak, they use obsidian disc to shut him up. One old lady came and exclaimed that her husband was killed because of the Black Bolt. One boy came and told his story that his uncle was died because of the Avengers. And lastly, a young lady came on stage and told everyone that they almost died because of the Doctor Strange and Hulk saved them. Now it is time to show them what they did to Hulk, and Hulk opens the gate, and a huge monster came out. Now Reed Richards, Black Bolt, Iron Man and Doctor Strange have to fight that monster and kill it to survive. While fighting with that monster, he grabs Doctor Strange with its tentacles, and Tony comes with a sword to chop off its arm. On the other hand, Black Bolt stabbed the monster on his head, and they killed it. Finally, one round was over, and now Hulk tells them to pick up swords and kill each other. Reed does not listen, and Elo uses the obsidian disc to torture them. All of them were suffering in pain, so they had no other choice and pick up weapons to fight. The scene shifts to the Sentry, and military went in his house to persuade him to fight to calm down Hulk. However, he remembered memories when Tony was trying to convince, but he did not listen because if he loses control even for a millisecond, he can wipe out the entire city. The scene shifts to the heroes, and they were with each other to survive, and crowd was cheering. Black Bolt tries to kill Doctor Strange and he blocks his attacks to survive. Meanwhile, Korg again tells the Hulk to stop now because they already taught them a lesson, but Elo disagrees with this decision. On the other hand, Reed attacks Tony and also tells him to defend himself, but Tony gets a control of one robot and orders him to shoot at Hulk. Unfortunately, he missed, and now Hulk orders him to shoot at them. Moreover, Reed knocks out Tony and he was about to kill him, but Hulk orders him to do it. When he orders, Hulk gives an order to smash Tony's head, but now Sentry finally decided to confront Hulk. Now when the Hulk has given orders to kill Tony Stark, the crowd celebrates the death of those people who once saved them. However, Reed tries to tell Tony that he has to stop all of this using his mechanics, but Tony is not able to do anything. Hulk tells them that once they killed his people, his wife died too while she was carrying his baby in her belly, and Reed begs Tony to do something, but he could not control anymore and he attacks Tony. But suddenly their discs were turned off and Tony was saved. Hulk exclaims that they came here to show what they did to his people, and not to murder anyone. Hulk threats them that he will erase this country, but suddenly someone hits his ship, and it is destroyed. It is Sentry who finally comes to calm down Hulk. He attacks Hulk and shoots him through the building. Hulk warns him that he doesn't want to fight him, but Sentry was locked in and he blows another punch. Now that Hulk had enough, he tells everyone not to forget for what happens next, and they both clash into each other. The shock was so strong that the force destroyed an entire building. Now they punch each other. Their punches were so strong that whole area gets covered in fire, and people were shocked because the power of millions of exploding suns was generating so much heat that whole area gets burned down. Rick was curious too because he knew that if they both keep fighting like this, they will destroy the entire city. Hulk teammates save other superheroes. When the fire covers the whole arena, Hulk again jumps on Sentry and once again they start throwing punches at each other. Their punches were generating tornadoes of fire. Their fight was so intense that their attacks were strong enough to destroy entire country. However, finally after an intense fight, they both turned back to their human form. Sentry fainted, but Bruce Banner was still standing on his feet. Rick Jones comes toward Bruce Banner and tries to hug him, but one of Hulk's teammates gets angry and stabs Rick. When Bruce looks at his injured friend, his anger again restores, and he turns back into Hulk. His friends tries to control him, but Hulk started punching Miek till he brutally gets injured. Miek announces that it was those people from Sakaar, whose king you have killed. They planted a bomb inside his ship to kill him, but instead other people died too. When Hulk finds out the truth, he gets angrier and claps his hands, which destroys the entire stadium. He was so pissed that his footsteps generated enough force to shake the ground. It felt like an earthquake. He tells Tony to do it before he turns the whole world into ash, and Tony uses his satellites to shoot beam at him, but when he transforms, he remembers his only queen, the mother of his child and his life. Finally Hulk turns back into Bruce and his teammates were impotent. However, Bruce was taken somewhere safe 3 miles below the ground. But at the end another Hulk appears on Sakaar, who might be his son.